Welcome to my faction guide for the Resistance. This video provides my recommendations for prioritizing certain Resistance characters over others in different stages of the game, and gives you a snapshot of where they can be obtained. The characters listed here are roughly in order of one's ability to have access to obtaining them. This will vary a bit by player. I've highlighted the names of top recommendations for earlier in the game in green and recommendations to farm later on in yellow. I've done the same for each type of energy or store, so you can look down a column and see the top and secondary recommendations that way too. Now, mods with speed are a very high priority in this game. All kinds of mods can have speed as a primary or secondary stat, but having 4 mods with speed also gives you a set bonus, and that's pretty nice. So speed is perhaps the most important of the mod challenges, and you'll need a full team of Resistance members to complete those challenges. And with the Resistance as the heroes of the current movies, it's wise to bet on this faction, ditto for the First Order. Now, the top 3 Resistance characters are not listed here because they're not farmable from stages or stores. They're only available through special events: Jedi Training Rey, BB-8, and R2-D2. But you won't get them until relatively late in the game, especially Jedi Training Rey, so you'll probably need around 4 of the farmable Resistance characters to complete the speed mod challenges by mid-game, with R2-D2 probably filling in the 5th spot. The top 2 farmable Resistance characters are Finn and Scavenger Rey. They're both available early on. Finn is a very effective Resistance leader and the only one you get until Jedi Training Rey. Scavenger Rey is one of the heaviest hitters in the game and will help during light side battles. Both of them are needed to obtain Jedi Training Rey later on in the game, and both of them share a solid ship, so they are must-haves. Next on the list is Poe Dameron. He synergizes very well with a Finn lead as well as a Jedi Training Rey lead, and will also be helpful in late game events. His ship is pretty good too. Any of the others would be good options for your 4th slot, with Resistance Pilot getting a slight edge over the others in my opinion because he has a ship. But Resistance Trooper does have nice synergy with Finn. Rose Tico is available around the same time as Resistance Trooper and Resistance Pilot, and is not a bad alternative if you prefer to gather named characters over generic ones. In my opinion, Amilyn Holdo is better than Rose, Resistance Pilot, and Resistance Trooper, but she's not available until very late in the game. But if you're really behind with your mod challenges, go with her instead of the other 3 for your 4th slot, but I don't recommend waiting that long to complete the speed mod challenges. Now, if you unlock R2-D2 or BB-8, then either one of those would round out your Resistance team. R2 is much more likely to happen first. But if it turns out that your Resistance squad would have to wait a long time to incorporate either of those 2 droids, then pick whoever else is available to farm for the 5th slot. You only need to get your last couple of characters to 5 stars to finish the speed mod challenges, and then you can stop farming them. And that's it for my Resistance guide. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think below.